everyone, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's reading, we're going to get some insight into the inner child of the divine masculine. So let's go ahead and start with our first card. We're going to look into what is holding back the divine masculine. Ooh, we had all those fly out. So let's look at the first one. This one is death rites, saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives. Okay, so I'm just going to set the rest of them down. I think we have 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to just put them here for now. And we're going to go look at the first one. So let's go into the inner child. So we're actually looking at a baby, or like a small child. Like this is like the skeleton of a small child being held. So I'm getting from this card that the divine masculine is being very protective of his feelings and his emotions that are held within his inner child. I'm getting that in the outside world, divine masculine likes to show himself to the world as everything is okay, everything is fine. And that's what shows on the surface. However, when you look up close, I don't know if you can see that, but you see within this face, there's eyes, actual eyes, and they look like they have fear. So to the outside world, the divine masculine shows that everything is okay, but deep within his inner child, he is holding feelings of fear. And I'm getting, like, from the way that this creature is holding on, it's like this creature doesn't want to be let go, or like this creature's holding on for fear of possibly abandonment and doesn't want to let go. So let's get some insight into what the inner child is feeling and how this is holding back the inner child. Let me just... The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So when you look at this picture, you see that there is like a couple here, and they are looking at their entire world. You can actually see here, I don't know if you can see that, there is a child's hand being held by an adult. Sorry for the lighting. And there's family here, there's children. So I'm getting from this card that what is needed is for this energy to be balanced. So I'm getting that divine masculine is doing a lot of inner work, because this card came out with this one. It's showing that the energy is now moving to this more peaceful, more harmony, more connection. And so I'm getting from this card that the divine masculine is doing the work. He is practicing self-love. He is working on his growth and his healing. He is being independent, getting away from any type of codependency or addiction or anything that has kind of this, energy. I'm getting that it's really moving into this more peaceful, more harmonious. The divine masculine and the inner child, their relationship is becoming more balanced and not so much of this. So that's such a really good indicator of, what's really going on. So let's get some more cards and find out what else is happening. What else is going on within the divine masculine's inner child regarding this fear, regarding this energy? Books. So the divine masculine is learning and reading a lot of things that involve spirituality. It says your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. So I'm getting from this card that the divine masculine is learning a lot. He is on his spiritual evolution, his spiritual journey, and it is greatly balancing this energy into more of this energy where there is connection and love and affinity and, none of this kind of fear and abandonment and kind of clingy type of energy. Okay, so how is this affecting the divine feminine and the relationship? How is this affecting the divine feminine and the twin flame relationship? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this card is really depicting, parents, a child here, possibly the inner child. This could possibly be the divine masculine, the divine feminine, divine guidance, like an angel. So I love how this picture shows that the divine masculine is holding his hand upon his inner child, and they have this connection. And you also see the inner child reaching out, speaking to the divine feminine. And once this connection is there and this healing that is happening with the hand on his head, there is now this openness towards the divine feminine. So there is like this harmony, and there is this balance that is going on with the divine masculine and his inner child, which is also supporting the relationship of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And it's very beautiful how up here there's like an angel presence or divine energy that is working closely with this dynamic of relationship, of healing of the divine masculine's inner child, therefore really enhancing the connection between divine feminine and the divine masculine. That is so beautiful. I love that. Okay, so what is the next card that's going on with the divine masculine's inner child? So this card says Maynard is her name. Madness, ecstatic, ritual, energy release. I love the colors and how vibrant this card is. It's just full of energy, but also mystery. I'm getting that, you know, there is some sadness behind the eyes. So even though the divine masculine can look the part, or whatever role that he's playing in the world, and whatever mask he has on, that there is still some pain behind his eyes, and it's something that can't really be covered up or hidden. So this pain that the divine masculine is feeling is still comes through from his inner child into his everyday life. So let's get some, oops, sorry, I just knocked the camera. Let's get some more insight. On this pain energy that the divine masculine's inner child is experiencing. So this says, divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. So this could represent the divine feminine, divine feminine's inner child. So I'm getting that the divine masculine's inner child, as well as the divine masculine, may still be experiencing some pain due to the divine feminine still needing this connection with her inner child. And the beautiful thing is that there is much healing going on. There are, you know, the waters are kind of like, there's movement, but they're a little calm, so the emotions are calming. And the card says to extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. So there is divine magic, there is divine, guidance going on, so that miracles are happening within not only the relationship between the divine masculine and his inner child, but also divine feminine and her inner child. So this divine magic that is happening is helping to heal this connection, to bring the divine feminine closer to her inner child, enabling the divine masculine to heal this emotion that he is picking up from the divine feminine's healing. Okay, so let's get some more insight. Acceptance. So this card came up in, I believe it was the last reading, and I had I had someone in the comments comment about the blood moon that we had just a couple of days ago, and during the reading I hadn't even noticed it, so it was really nice that she had made the comment about that. So thank you again for mentioning that. So with this divine magic, there is this acceptance, this energy of accepting the inner child, of this connection, whereas in the past there may not have been that connection or that acceptance. So as well here, there's a total acknowledgement of the divine masculine's inner child. So see his eyes, he's looking directly at his inner child, placing his hand on his head, so acknowledging. So this energy of acceptance is going on and healing this pain that has been holding back the divine masculine. Okay, let's see. Let's get another card. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. So during these changes that either divine masculine or even the divine feminine may be experiencing, the divine inner child may be experiencing, feelings of fear because the inner child senses this change that is happening. So we need to reassure our inner child that they are safe and that they are protected, that even though they sense these energies, because the inner child is very sensitive, they can pick up these energies very easily. And so we can reassure our inner child that they are protected, and so they don't have to hide. They don't have to hide behind a mask or behind anything, any facade, that they can feel that they are accepted, that they are acknowledged, and that they are protected. So really, it's important to help our inner child understand that they are protected during this time when they feel change is coming. Okay, so let's get the next card of what the divine masculine's inner child is experiencing that's holding him back. Call for help. Reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. So I'm getting from this card that the reason why the divine masculine is being held back, and that doesn't have to just mean in the twin flame relationship. This could be in anything. The reason why the divine masculine is being held back is due to the energies that is within the inner child. So we're getting this fear. We're getting this wanting to hide because there is pain and sorrow. And divine masculine, your inner child is crying out for help. They don't really know who to turn to. Sometimes, divine masculine may not even realize that there is such pain because it's just become so much part of everyday life. But that deep inside, your inner child is reaching out, is needing this help, need for backup. And so, divine masculines, it's very important that you acknowledge that these energies do exist. As we see that the energy is being helped, so there is divine intervention, I want to say, that is happening, divine magic. There is this guidance and help and healing that is happening. And so the universe and spirit and angels, they can only help when we ask for help. So the inner child is almost hesitant because the inner child has just been in these energies for so long that they kind of are used to being this way. They're just used to, feeling and having life be presented to them in this way and be in their emotions. So they're kind of even reluctant to even reach out. So this card is, a message to you that they are calling out to you to help them. They need you to, really help them through these energies because they don't, they feel alone, and sometimes they don't understand why they feel the way they do. So I'm going to get angel therapy, messages from the angels. Let's get some more guidance on this card. cry for help from the Divine Masculine's inner child. Archangel Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So I really love how these two cards, the color green, the yellowish green, they really tie in because they are connected. This call for help, all we need to do is ask our angels for this help, and the angels are there. They are ready to help you. They are already helping you, and all they need is for us to ask for them to assist us, and they can really create miracles in your life. Just like this card says, to expect miracles. So when we ask for help, when we call out to the angels, they are there to help heal emotions. When we heal these emotions of the inner child, then that opens us up to greater love, which helps us to have harmony with not only our inner child and our own emotions, but to our twin flame partner. So that is really beautiful and very encouraging. So let's get, this one is Angel Therapy. Some more insight to this card of the inner child calling for help and getting healing. Let's get another card here. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So Divine Masculines, it doesn't mean just because, you know, we've been feeling these energies and needing help and having to ask divine guidance and the angels for help, it doesn't mean that that is what your reality is to be, or that what is meant to be. All we need to do is call for help, and also we can help ourselves by visualizing success. So visualizing peace and harmony with your inner child. Just as simple as this, acknowledging, connecting. Again, I love this, how his hand is on the child's head. Just to visualize you being happy and content with your inner child, with your divine feminine. So visualizing your life the way you want, visualizing what your inner child really wants, and that's always to have your presence, that's always to have connection and attention. So when we visualize this, then, and we have faith in the outcome, then that's what we are creating. So how is this affecting our twin flame relationship and the divine feminine? Attraction. So divine masculines, as we keep, and again, this beautiful green is just like, just throughout this selection of cards, and green is the color of healing, is the color of the heart chakra. So it's so very beautiful how these are all tied in with the same color of green. So attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So when we go within to heal our inner child, you definitely become more attractive to your divine feminine, to your divine partner, and to the world. Everything just, you know, is enhanced. Everything becomes more beautiful. You see the world as more beautiful. The world sees you as more beautiful. And this romantic love happens when we visualize the success of moving through these energies and into these healing, balanced emotions. That is so positive and so very encouraging. I love it. Okay, and let's get the last card for what's been holding the Divine Masculine back. So, Call of the Night, daring adventure, and excitement. So again, we see the moon, the full moon. So I'm getting from this card I'm getting that the inner child is bored. I was really trying to feel what I'm getting, feel the energies of the Divine Masculine inner child, and I'm getting that they're just kind of bored, and they're bored with the everyday, things in life that they now see as like mundane and boring. And see how the inner child is like looking outside the window to the full moon. The inner child is looking to something that is more exciting, maybe to learn something new, something that the inner child, something that's new to the inner child. I'm getting that, the inner child is even like bored being surrounded by, companions. The inner child is still bored and looking to something else. Let's get another card and some insight for this card of daring adventure, excitement, possibly the inner child feeling boredom, self-reflection. So I'm getting that, and again, the blue ties in with the blue, so pretty. So the inner child and the Divine Masculine may be experiencing boredom with what they have experienced in life thus far. And so the inner child is kind of feeling that boredom. Divine Masculines are going within for self-reflection, because this understanding that is happening is somewhat maybe fascinating, maybe more interesting, maybe answers are coming that they didn't have answers to before. Maybe it's exciting to them because it's a new realm of something that they've never knew before. So let's get another card with this self-reflection and this boredom that the inner child and Divine Masculine are experiencing. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So you see how this mermaid, there's dark gray energy, and then there's light. So I'm getting from this card that the Divine Masculine is kind of self-reflecting and discovering things about himself or herself, and is rising out of this gray kind of dark energy that may have been unclear about things, about life, about who the Divine Masculine is, about what he stands for. And this boredom that has led to this self-reflection and seeking of knowledge and wisdom and healing, the Divine Masculine is rising into the light, possibly awakening to their true, who they truly are. So let's get another card. solar plexus chakra. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So I'm getting here that the divine masculine, along with his inner child, has just been seeking more excitement, more adventure, causing them to, maybe they've seen everything in life and in the world. So the only new frontier or new territory is to actually go within, to self-reflect, and to find out things about themselves that they never knew before. And see here the divine masculine with his arms up, he is triumphant. He is now standing in his power because he has come to this place of wanting to learn more, wanting to seek more, wanting more excitement, adventure. And so it led him to go within and rise from this uncertainty to victory, to success. That is so beautiful. So let's see how this energy is affecting your divine feminine and your twin flame relationship. How is this energy affecting your divine feminine and your twin flame relationship? You are limitless. Recognize the truth. You can do anything you choose to do. So, divine masculine. So this is just a confirmation of your triumph and victory of, healing from these energies that your inner child has been experiencing. So, the energies are being balanced and you are being victorious, and this is you. So the question we ask is, how is it affecting our divine feminine and the twin flame relationship? This card is so beautiful. You see your divine feminine here, and you see you are the unicorn divine masculine. You see the two swans that are here together. And this could possibly be both your inner children, your divine feminine, and you divine masculine, everything in beautiful harmony. So it says here, recognize this truth. So once you recognize that this is your truth, that no matter, what your inner child has been feeling and what kind of pain has been, evident, that these are all now being healed, that you are visualizing success, to know that divine magic is playing a big part, that miracles are happening. Your inner child is protected, and your family is being healed. Your inner child, this family here. So this is such a beautiful kind of progress report on what the divine masculine has been going through. And the question was at the beginning, what has been holding him back? These were all the things that were holding him back. This clinginess, fear of abandonment, pain and sorrow, what he may have picking up from his divine feminine, this boredom and, wanting of more excitement, so therefore going within, this cry for help from being alone and in the darkness. Like divine masculines, you are coming out triumphant and victorious, and this is a confirmation that you are limitless, that everything that you want is now coming to you, that you are attracting what you desire through this self-reflection, through the healing work that you're doing, that once this truth of who you are is accepted, then everything that you desire is yours. So let's get one more card. I wanted to end off with that card because it was just such a beautiful card, but I just felt like I wanted to get one more card. Okay. So I'm getting that from this card that the energies are aligning and they're becoming more harmonious. However, maybe I had to pick another card, and trust me, I feel sad when I see this card of separation. But it is evident that even though we want harmony and reunion, or to be with our beloved divine twin flame, that there is still more work to be done, that there's still work to be done for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I like this card here because it's showing the divine masculine, he's still working on some woundedness. You see him holding his heart. The divine feminine is still kind of either experiencing some exhaustion from the work that she's been doing, maybe wanting to take a break, but there's still this connection. She's still looking out to him, he's still looking at her, and they're still holding each other. But what's interesting is you see the inner children here. So the energy of the inner children are still needing to be worked on. That's why there is the separation still. But this green, I'm getting, this is healing. There's much healing going on. There's much healing work to be done. And we've kind of just have this opening to the light. So we've kind of just, you know, tip of the iceberg, like we're just starting to open to complete light. So I mean, this entire reading was just so very positive and just gave so much insight into what is happening with the divine masculine. But this card, and for some reason I was called to pull one more because I felt that this, you know, even though this was such a beautiful card to end the reading, I was called to pull this because it is not yet ripe. I'm getting there still will be separation, but the connection is always there. So divine masculine, not to worry, this connection is still there. There cannot be anything in the universe that can sever a twin flame relationship, whether you don't see each other for 10 days, 10 weeks, or 10 years. This connection will always be there. You're both doing work, so keep up the good work. You're going through a lot of pain. Your heart may be, you know, still healing from the pain that you have gone through since childhood. And, you know, as much as we'd love for this pain to just heal overnight, this pain we have lived with since childhood. And so it does take time for, you know, the heart to completely heal. And as we see here, it's still needing to heal. So even just keep, you know, focused on what the truth is. This is you in harmony, complete harmony with your divine feminine. This represents, you know, the twin flame relationship, the monogamous relationship of swans, and your inner child in harmony, your inner children in harmony with each other. So not to worry about the separation. We kind of all know on some level that, you know, this is what's happening right now. And so just keep up the good work and just keep your eyes on the prize for both divine feminines and divine masculines. So I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Thank you all so much for joining me. And until our next reading, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.